Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judge Law. I apologize for the delay, but let us get started. This is going to be our first appearance misdemeanor calendar in which individuals who were recently arrested and booked at the Fulton County Jail. Today would be your first appearance before a judicial officer. When I call your case, I will let you know what is your new case number, since all these cases have now been formally accused by the Solicitor General of Fulton County. Hence, you have a new case number. I'll list the charges brought against you, to also appoint counsel for you where required, and set a bond. Some of you may receive what we call a signature bond or release bond. That would depend on your criminal record history, if any, as well as the circumstances of the case. A signature bond could be in the form of either a pretrial bond where you're monitored by the pretrial services, or it could be through the jail. In either event, if you receive such a bond, you must strictly comply with the conditions. Otherwise, you risk your signature bond being revoked and converted to another type of bond. The other type of bond you may receive would be a surety bond or a cash bond. In those cases, you would have to pay for your bond either out of your own pocket or through a bonding company in order to secure your release. For some of the cases, your next court date is going to be October 21st, 2025 at 9 a.m. October 21st, 2025 at 9 a.m. And that proceeding is also going to be virtual. So for those who are planning to attend, please make sure you obtain the Zoom link from the clerk's office. When I address each of your cases, please remember that you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. Courtroom 2, who do we have first?
We can start with position 11, Mr. Hogens.
Okay.
Hogens, I'm sorry.
Are we still going with position 11? Okay, this is Quintarius Theodore Hogens, accused of fare evasion, criminal trespass, willful obstruction of an officer, and disorderly conduct from October 6th of this year. His case number is 25 CR 6228J. Mr. Hogens, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be, I can't see who's in courtroom 2. Does Mr. Hogan, has he spoken to a public defense attorney?
It should be attorney Timani, Brandon Timani. I see there on the Zoom.
Okay, Brandon Timani, if you please start your video. Attorney Brandon Timani. Okay. Let's move on to another case until Mr. Timani is available. He may be having technical issues.
Okay. I'll go to Mr. McLean's clients.
Yes, Mr. Timani is having some technical issues. As soon as he is able to join us, Mr. Timani, I recommend leaving the Zoom maybe and then reconnecting.
In the meantime, we can go to position 16, Mr. Leachman.
Okay. Simeon Augustus Leachman is accused of misdemeanor terroristic threats and acts from August 2nd of this year. Accusation 25 CR 6212F. Mr. Leachman, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. McLean. Any priors, please?
Second, 2013, driving without a valid license.
Okay. Ms. Evans Battle, good afternoon. What's your recommendation?
Yes, in this particular case, our recommendation is for a $2,000 signature bond, pretrial services level 1, complete 2 anger management classes, no further violent contact with Sierra Dawson, third party transfer of the children.
Is there a Sierra Dawson on Zoom? If there is, this will be the time to unmute and start your video.
Your Honor, if I may interject, this is Chung Lee.
Yes, Mr. Lee.
How you doing, Judge?
Fine.
I'm not sure who's the attorney that's sitting next to Mr. Leachman. I believe I'm the attorney of record for Mr. Leachman.
Are you? Okay, that's
Yeah.
good to know. All right, Mr. McLean, okay.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Lee, the state is recommending a $2,000 signature bond for pretrial services. Any objection?
No objection at this time, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Leachman, your bond is going to be $2,000. It's a signature bond for pretrial services level 1, which means that you report to pretrial once a week or once a month. You are to have no further violent contact with Sierra Dawson, which means that you can communicate with her, be in the same room with her, but there cannot be any physical or verbal altercations with her. I see that Sierra has joined the Zoom. Sierra, would you like to contribute to these proceedings?
Yes, ma'am.
Start your video.
Ma'am?
All right. You're driving, are you? Are you driving?
Ma'am? I could better hear you.
Okay, remove her from Zoom, please. Thank you. As I was saying, no further violent contact with Sierra Dawson. And I guess you both share children. So if you both have a parenting plan, great. But during the course of your conduct with her, there cannot be any altercations. Otherwise, you risk being arrested again and losing your signature bond. Your next court date will be set to your current address. Please make sure that you maintain a current address with the courts at all times. No illegal drugs, no weapons, and no firearms. Thank you. Anything else, Mr. Lee?
Yes, Your Honor. Basically, you did mention about parenting plan. They do have a parenting plan in order. So certainly we'll request court to go ahead and accept that parenting plan.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. Whoever is the Superior Court who approves it, that would be fine. But if they have a formal or informal parenting plan,
Yes,
that's up to the two adults.
Yes, they do have the formal parenting plan that, from my understanding, seen and showing me that parenting plan. And so you're saying that this time that my client will be signature bond, is that correct?
That's correct. He doesn't have to pay for it, but he reports to pretrial once a month, no violent contact. And as long as no other reason to come back to jail, he should be fine.
Okay, all right. So basically,
They live together?
Yes, my understanding is that Miss Dawson, I guess she cannot be on video right now, but she and I discussed that they signed a consent agreement. We'd like to propose to the solicitor to perhaps drop the charges in the near future. I guess so. This is a consent agreement.
That is a matter for another day, another time, unless Miss Evans Bettel is inclined to dismiss the charges today.
I'm not so inclined.
Okay, there you go, Mr. Lee.
So would Miss Evans Battle will be the person that will be communicating with this regarding this matter then?
No, we'll have another prosecutor. You can just basically contact the Solicitor General's office and they'll direct you to whoever's on duty to address it. At the present time, there are no dedicated prosecutors until the case goes to the division judge.
All right, I understand. Okay, very good.
Anything else, sir?
Not at all. Not at this.
All right, good to see you. Have a good day.
Very much.
Next case, please.
Position 24, Mr. Walker. Mario.
Mario D'Anthony Walker is accused of criminal trespass and misdemeanor possession of marijuana from October 7th. His accusation is 25 CR 6224A. Mr. Walker has been advised of his rights. His attorney is Mr. McLean. Mr. Howard, any priors?
49. Got a trespass conviction, 2025. 2019 probation, battery conviction. 2018 parole. 2015 possession of cocaine, and 2015 and 2014 FTAs.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Evans Battle, what's the state's recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor. Our recommendation is for a $1,600 surety bond, $1,000 for the criminal trespass, $600 for the possession of less than an ounce of marijuana at this time.
Okay.
And stay away, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons, and he is to stay, if the court can order him to stay away from the MARTA location.
All right. And do you know if he's got a permanent ban at the present time or just some kind of ongoing?
It is a permanent ban at this time. It was effective January 20th of 2025.
Okay. Mr. McLean?
Thank you, Your Honor. He's a Georgia person forever. Poplar Street is his address, so it's a stable local address. His emergency number starts with 678. He went to high school. He works in a restaurant. Your Honor, given all that and the current charges, we would ask the court to consider a single bond.
All right. It'll be $50 on the criminal trespass and $5 on the marijuana. His total bond is a $55 cash bond. Stay away from all MARTA property. And his next court date is going to be October 21st.
You understand that? I would call that person and tell him.
Next is position 26, Mr. Wiley.
You've got 3 add-ons, huh? Just saw the add-on calendar. Okay, you did not have. Okay, good. Okay, was that Mr. Wiley?
Yes.
Okay. Kamar Wiley is accused of simple battery from October 6th of this year. His accusation is 25 CR 6218J. Mr. Wiley has been advised of his rights and his attorney is going to be Mr. McLean. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
4. 2021 trespass dismissed. 2012 probation. 2011 shoplifting conviction. And he's homeless.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Our recommendation is for a $3,000 surety bond. Our concern in this case, I want to make the court aware, is that we have had an opportunity to reach out, speak with the victim. In this case, Mr. Morris is victim on the battery, but the case is one in which Mr. Wiley is alleged to have been following, stalking their daughter, who is 15 years of age. And they are concerned. He already has a criminal trespass warning from the neighborhood, from the HOA for that particular neighborhood. And he is continuing to come onto the property. He does, and we are concerned that I know that they have apparently contacted the police department about this situation to attempt to file stalking charges against him. But we want to make sure that he is away from the property. And the reason, because of this type of incident that is going on, and our concern for the community and the safety in the community, is why we're asking for the bond be set as it is.
So this is at 735 Bellamede Avenue. So
Yes.
what is the name of the community?
I looked at the documents that I had before me, and we did not have the, I did not have the documents to identify the name of the neighborhood. But I know that there's more than one house on that particular street.
Okay, well, that doesn't tell me much in terms of where they want this person to stay away from, but Mr. McLean, what's your take?
Thank you, Your Honor. He's 40 years old. He has a Potomac Drive mailing address through his mom. He will surely get his mail, so that's steady and solid. So there's no reason for him to miss his court notice. We are aware of the prior arrests. He has a high school education. He's worked for 14 years in a restaurant. We would ask the court to consider the lowest possible bond, given the circumstances, including a signature bond, if that is available.
Okay. The bond's going to be set at $1,500. It's going to be a surety bond. No further contact with Gregory Morris. No further contact with the immediate family members and children of the Gregory Morris family. He's to stay 500 yards away. That's not 200. It's 500 yards away from the location at 735 Bella Mead Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia. 500 yards is the length of 5 football fields. So if you consider that radius, that would be about 1,000 yards from that particular location. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and his next court date is going to be October 31st. 21st, excuse me.
Thank you.
Next oppositions 12 through 14, Mr. Marion Johnson.
Okay. Any progress with Mr. Tamani? No? Thank you. Here we go. Marion Clefus Johnson is accused of criminal trespass from September 1st of 2025, case 25 CR 6220B. Mr. Johnson has another case for affray fighting from September 14th of this year, case 25 CR 6221B. And he's got another case for disorderly conduct from September 20th, 2025, case number 25 CR 6222B. Mr. Johnson, you've been advised of your right to remain silent. Your attorney is Mr. McLean. And any priors, Mr. Howard?
Marion 13, 2015 stalking dismissed. 2015 failure to appear, and a 2013 harassing phone calls conviction.
All right, thank you. Ms. McGill?
Yes, Your Honor, in reference to the first case, the criminal trespass, it is our recommendation that he be issued a $3,000 signature bond, pretrial level 2, that he stay away from the House of Vapes, which is located 2823 Main Street, East Point, that he have no further contact with Kevin Walker. It's alleged that he went there we also would like him to take undergo a mental health evaluation and treatment. He went there and he put super glue in the lock of this establishment, and the manager broke his key trying to get into the store. He was captured on security cameras. The police officers confronted him, and he said that he blacks out, and that he was unsure what he did, and that his mental state was not right. And so that's why we were asking for the mental health evaluation for that one. Shall I continue?
Yes, well, I understand the fray is dealing with somebody else. Was it the same? It was 2805 at East Point?
It was 2805 at East Point, Main Street. It's not the same location, but yes, but the affray was at 2805 East Point, where he had gotten into a fight with a man named Darren Sandifer. Mr. Sandifer was also charged with disorderly conduct. They both sustained injuries, and so for that, we're asking for a $2,000 signature bond, pretrial level 2, that he stay away from 2805 Main Street, East Point, Georgia, and that he have no further contact with Darren Sandifer. As for the third case, the disorderly conduct, law enforcement officer was dispatched to 2848 Main Street. That is a MARTA station, Your Honor. He began to yell some threatening things at the victim being Terry Lewis. So we are asking for a $2,000 surety bond on that he stay away from 2848 Main Street, East Point, Georgia, and that he have no further contact with Terry Lewis. We think that's appropriate, given that this was the third arrest during the month of September.
Okay. Mr. McLean?
Mr. Marion Johnson is 73 years old. He has a Hardy address, Hardee, a street in downtown Atlanta, I believe. He uses housing through the Veterans Administration Supplemental Housing, which the initials for which are VASH, and they call it the VASH. It is not the homeless veterans program that we're more familiar with the personnel that used to work here. Your Honor, he, in addition to being 73 and having a local address, I should mention that he is retired. He has worked in the medical field. He also has done postal work.
Where does he live?
Hardy Street, 1701 Hardy Street Southwest. I don't have the zip code.
Is that in Atlanta?
Is that at East Point or downtown Atlanta?
It's Atlanta, Fort McPherson.
It's near Fort Mac.
It's on Fort Mac.
It's on Fort Mac. The
Maybe.
VSH is the supplemental housing program. What they do, I remember him telling me about this. I quizzed him. I said, if a piece of mail goes to 1701 Hardy, how do you get it? And he says, because it is the former Fort Mac location, the program gets the mail, sees his name, he's on a list. He gets.
Mr. McLean, I'm more curious about where does he rest for the night? Where does he live?
In a hotel, they've set him up with a room at Snapfinger Woods. Now, I believe that's Wesley Chapel, so that's DeKalb County, Your Honor.
So it's not in East Point, Georgia, correct?
No, he gets his mail through his Veterans Housing Program, but the Veterans Housing Program has put him up in Wesley Chapel. That's near I-20 at Wesley Chapel.
And how does he travel to that location?
That's a good question. How do you get there? MARTA?
I stayed there, yes.
Well, he stays there, but when you need to come downtown, you get MARTA?
Yes.
He does.
So he gets mail from someplace called Hardy Avenue.
Yes, that's the Veterans Administration. It still has offices, even though it's the former Fort Mac,
It's still Fort
the
Mac.
VA has offices there.
Thank you, sir. On position number 12, on the criminal trespass, that's going to be a 3,000 signature bond for pretrial, level 2. He reports to pretrial services twice a month. And he's to stay away from the House of Wapes at 2823 Main Street, East Point. Have no contact with Kevin Walker. And I'm going to require him to stay away from the entire city of East Point. He's not allowed back in the city of East Point, Georgia. On position number 13, there's going to be a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial, level 2. No contact with Darren Sandifer. Again, stay away from the entire city of East Point, Georgia. And position 14, disorderly conduct is going to be a $1,000 signature bond for pretrial level 2. And to stay away from the MARTA stations in East Point, Georgia, and stay away from the entire city of East Point. You're not welcome in East Point, Mr. Johnson, so make sure that no matter where you navigate, you don't get in trouble with the law.
Yes, ma'am.
You're not to consume any illegal drugs, you're not to consume any alcoholic beverages, and you're not allowed to own or possess any firearms. So if you tell someone that you have a gun in a bag, you would actually be violating your bond condition, and you'll be back in jail. If you get arrested again for anything else, please remember to bring $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 with you, but that's how much your bond would be. Next court date will be sent to your Hardy Avenue location. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next is position 27, Mr. Terrence Williams.
This is State versus Terrence Carlos Williams, accused of criminal trespass causing damage to property from October 6th of this year, case 25 CR 6219G. Mr. Williams has been advised of his rights. His attorney is Mr. McLean. And Mr. Howard, any priors?
10. Resident of Tampa. Last arrest was this year for battery, obstructing justice out of Tampa. 2023 obstruction without violence conviction, 2019 probation, 2018 ag battery arrest, 2017 burglary conviction, 2017 grand theft conviction.
Okay. And Miss Evans Battle or Mr.
Yes, Your Honor. In this particular case, our recommendation is for a $1,000 surety bond for the criminal trespass, damage to property, that he stay away from 4691 High Point Lane in East Point. And that we're actually asking for no violent contact with Iris Thurman. I know that the victim advocate, I'm not sure if she is on the line, had spoken with her earlier, and she
So mom wants contact with him?
wants to have contact with him. She does not want a stay away order, but I think it's in the best interest of everyone that situation, that he can have contact with her, but just not go over to the house. And I'm not sure if he's living there, then of course he could do the one-time escort to retrieve his things.
He lives in Tampa, according to his address. But Mama Iris Thurman, are you on Zoom by any chance? Miss Iris Thurman? No. Mr. McLean?
Your Honor, he's 27 years old, and Mr. Williams does live in Tampa, 33619 zip code, but he's been visiting for a whole month because his kids are here, ages 5 and 8. So
Where do the kids live?
Where are the children?
Yeah, on my mama address.
They're at High Point Lane.
Okay.
So if Your Honor wishes him to stay away from High Point Lane, that's doable. They'll figure out if visitation is allowed. They'll figure that out through third party or whatever. But he will reliably his address with his Tampa address, even if his mom wanted to accommodate getting his mail here. Either way, Your Honor, he's a person who has enough education and experience.
So I'm sorry, is he planning to relocate to High Point then, or to East Point, Georgia?
No, he's going back to Tampa for now because he was just visiting a month. So
Okay, so his permanent residence is in Tampa, Florida.
permanent residence is there, but he has Georgia.
Okay.
He has plenty of Georgia contacts, but and his mail is reliable. But as a
All right.
20-year-old, he has an associate's degree from a community college in Iowa. It's called in physical. What was that? Physical therapy.
Yeah.
Physical therapy degree, associates. He has worked in construction. He's worked in moving. He's worked in warehouse work. So we would ask the court to consider if the address situation is a problem, we'd ask the court to consider a micro cash bond.
It's not a problem for me. I just need to know whether he's put the correct address with the court, because that's where his mail is going to go to. Right now, we've got a Tampa, Florida address.
That's fine.
So his bond is going to be set at $2,000. It's a signature bond through pretrial services level 1. I'll allow for telephonic reporting. No violent contact with Iris Thurman. He may return to the property if she would like him to, if she invites him over, that's entirely up to her. But he's to attend and complete 12 anger management classes. This doesn't appear to be a domestic violence situation. So he can do it either in Atlanta or he can do it in Tampa, Florida. Whatever he does it, it must be a qualified school that provides the anger management classes. He must begin those classes within 45 days of being released. And then after 4 months, he must make sure that he provides his certificate of completion to his pretrial officer. No violent contact with Iris Thurman, no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons and no firearms. And please remember to come back to court when summoned. So we'll send your mail to Tampa right now, because that's the only address we have. Thank you.
It's per judge.
I'm sorry?
I said per judge.
Yes, and make sure that you have his correct address, Mr. Howard.
He had to go on the bond order.
Okay.
Your Honor, what was the letter at the end of his case number?
G.
That would be Judge eventually. Okay.
G.
Okay, I'll figure that out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is add-on 1, Mr. McConicle.
Oh, it's 2. I don't have it. No, here it is. It's a 2,000 signature bond. I'm sorry, Deputy, could you tell me that case again?
Add-on 1.
Add-on 1, okay. All right, I'll try to. Just give us a moment. We don't have the printout, but. Here we go.
You need me to bring it in there?
Yes, please. This is
Okay.
David, State versus David McConico. Case number 25 CR 006-231G. Mr. McConico's case has just been, oops, sorry about that. It's just added to our calendar. He's accused of theft by shoplifting from October 6, 2025. He has been advised of his rights. His attorney is Mr. McLean. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
16, a resident of Alabama. He got 2 open shopliftings out of the cab. 2022 theft of property and a 2022 FTA. And I'll be in there in a minute.
2022 FTA. Okay, got it. Thank you. Miss Evans Battle?
It's Miss McGill.
Oh, Miss
I'm handling
McGill, sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. In regard, because of his open cases and his history, Your Honor, we are recommending a $2,000 signature. I'm sorry, not signature, secured bond. That he stay away from the Family Dollar located at 3031 Main Street, East Point, Georgia.
Okay.
That is it.
Are we going to having a special on Main East Point cases today? Okay. All right, East Point, Georgia. All right, and Mr. McLean?
Your Honor, Mr. McConico is 46 years old and he's a high school graduate. He is aware of the open cases and will be looking in the mail for those. He does lawn service. He's also applied for a disability situation, but he does have seizures occasionally, but that doesn't interfere with his ability to watch his mail. He does have a Church Street address in East Point that does get reliable mail. If Your Honor were to grant him a signature bond, he would get that mail, and he's not discombobulated. He would come to the court. That's basically everything. I would also emphasize that I believe, I've not looked for sure, but I believe it was a Family Dollar and there were some noodles involved in something else or not something else. I'm not sure.
Bond is set at $10. It's a cash bond. Unfortunately, he doesn't qualify for a signature bond because of his FTA and his 2 open cases involving similar offenses.
Right.
Stay away from the Family Dollar store at 3031 Main Street in East Point, Georgia. His next court date is October 21st. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jordan.
Next is add-on 2, Ms. Phillips.
Okay. We have,
Sure.
oh, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to, out of the screen. And this, okay, there she is. Okay. This is Tynesia Phillips, accused of battery, family violence from October 7th, 2025, case number 25CR6229C. Ms. Phillips, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Mr. McLean. Is that your client?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Oh, I haven't signed it because some of them are missing the booking numbers.
They resent it to me.
Okay, thank you. All right, and I'm sorry, Mr. Howard, what are the priors on Ms. Phillips?
5 on probation for expired license. 2024 probation, 23 failure to appear. 2018 shoplifting first offender.
Okay. Ms. McGill?
Yes, Your Honor. The officers responded to the scene October 7th, 2025, and they met with the victim, Frandy Paul, who had scratches on his face. He noted that he got into a physical altercation, or rather the defendant attacked him using her fingernails and biting him after an argument escalated into a physical altercation. They do share one child together. Considering her FTA, we are asking for $1,000 secured bond, that she stay away from the 325 Auburn Point Drive, and that she have no further contact with Frandy Paul. And if Mr. Frandy Paul is on the line, I'd like to sound for him.
All right. Randy Paul, if you are on Zoom, this is the time to unmute and start your video. All right, there he is. All right, Mr. Paul, please put the child separately. This is a criminal
I'm in the
calendar.
truck, so you gonna
Go put the child in the
truck.
crib.
She right here's not no crib, we in the truck.
Well, that's a brilliant place to bring up. Okay.
Well,
All right.
I'm right here though.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm
Well-
the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And do you want, what would you like to tell us?
Sure. So the thing about her to stay away from 325, that's her place. You know what I'm saying? I don't own that place. That's her place. So it's kind of, it doesn't make sense for her to stay away from her own place. You know what I'm saying? I drive trucks, so if anything, you know what I'm saying, I don't have to come there, but we share a child together. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I I love her, so you know what I'm saying? I really didn't want this to happen. So I mean, whatever is the best outcome, you know what I'm saying, that'll work in her favor. That'll make me happy, because I really didn't want this to happen. It just escalated too high. But we share a child together, and the baby is with her majority of the time, because I drive trucks. I'm in my truck now. So I don't know about her staying away from the home. I can stay away, you know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying, I don't want her to stay away from her own home, because that's not my home, that's hers.
But I'm sure you'll be able to be a great father and you can take care of the child 24/7 while she's in jail.
Who?
You. Watch that
Take
face
care of my
just
baby
drop.
24/7?
Yeah. Because she's in jail. She allegedly attacked you. Why would you want your attacker living with the child?
Because
Because
I know she ain't really I know she ain't really meant that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's me that, you know what I'm saying, caused her
Mr.
to
Paul, I'm sure you'll
get
be able
like
to look
that.
after the child
So
very well. I have absolute confidence in you.
so you think I can drive the truck and take care of this baby?
Well, people have done, you may have to make a couple of lifestyle changes, won't you?
I mean, if I have to, but I really don't want her to sit in
Taking off
there.
the hook.
If I can get her out of there now, I'll do it. I really don't want her to sit in there.
Oh, okay.
Because
Oh,
man, like this situation right here, it really wasn't supposed to happen. Like,
thank you, Mr. Paul. Mr. McLean?
I don't think I have much to add, Your Honor. She's
No, sir, there really isn't much to add. It's going to be a $2,500 signature bond through pre-trial services. I'm going against the grain on this one because she's got a 2023 FTA.
Understood.
It will be a level 2 reporting. She's to have no violent contact with Randy Paul. She can return to the home. She can return to looking after the child 24/7, since clearly Mr. Randy Paul, I think he turned several shades when he was told he needed to do that. Okay, Miss Phillips, you're not quite out of the woods. Within 30 days of being released, you will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program. This is a 24-week program. It is specifically for domestic violence cases. And you are to enroll in those classes within 30 days of being released at your expense. You will attend and complete each class at your expense. I'm sure Mr. Paul will help you out there. No illegal
Definitely, ma'am.
drugs, no illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and no weapons and no firearms. So if you or Mr. Paul own any firearms, they need to be removed from the property. You will be subject to random screens as well. Your next court date will be sent to your Auburn Avenue location. Thank you.
Next is add-on 3,
Thank
Ms.
you.
So I think it's 2.
Add-on 3. This is State versus Shayla Roberts, accused of simple battery under accusation 25 CR 006230F. Ms. Roberts, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. McLean. And she's got another open case, 24 CR 000663F. Oh, that's a 24 CR, okay. What's the status of that case? And she's got a bench warrant that was voided back in February of 2025. Charge is simple battery. Okay, yes. Mr. Howard, any other matters on her record?
Besides that one, I got a 2019 giving false name, obstruction, simple assault, arrest. That's it.
Okay. Ms. McGill?
Yes, Your Honor. The officers responded to an incident that occurred at 4137 Grant Drive, Southwest Atlanta, Georgia, where her cousin, Joseph Anderson, was punched in the face numerous times by her, and that caused left bruising on the side of his temple and bruising on his forehead. At this point, we are asking for $1,000 surety bonds, given her open cases. And we are asking for no further contact with Joseph Anderson and a stay away from 4137 Grant Drive Southwest, as long as Mr. Anderson resides there.
All right. Joseph Anderson, if you're on Zoom, this will be the time to unmute and start your video. Don't see one. Okay, Mr. McLean?
Your Honor, she's 25, 12th grade of high school, and that Grant Drive is where her mom lives, so she lives with her mom. She says that her cousin, Mr. Anderson, does not live there. So if Your Honor would grant her a one-time law enforcement escorted visit to get her belongings and to see whether or not he is vacated if he visited, that sort of thing. But Your Honor, she has worked in the last 5 years. Her jobs have included retail and security. And she is aware of course, the previous case.
Okay. Bond is set at $1,000. It is a surety bond. Next court date is October 21st. No further contact with Joseph Anderson. She can have a one-time visit to the 4137 Grant Drive location to verify whether Mr. Anderson is vacated, then she can return to that property. Otherwise, she will need to provide the court with another address and stay away from that location until Mr. Anderson vacates. We're going to reset this new case along with her other case, 24 CR 000663F to the next SAP calendar.
I'm going to keep trying that number. All right.
Next is position 11.
That concludes the add-on calendar. Mr. Tamani, how we do? Oh, excellent. Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon, Judge. I apologize about that.
No, all right. Trust me, we all have those technical difficulty days. Okay, we've already gone over Mr. Hogan's case, which was 25 CR 006228 J. Just to refresh his memory, he is accused of fair evasion, criminal trespass, willful obstruction of an officer, and disorderly conduct. His attorney is Mr. Brandon Timani. And any priors, Mr. Howard?
17 on probation, terroristic threats, obstruction. It's 25 SC 003910. Ag stalking and obstruction. 25 SC 003720. 2024, 2018, 2013 failure to appear.
Thank you.
Yes, Judges.
Yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Rhodes. Yes, sir.
Yes, is this Quintarius Hogan's?
This is Quintarius Theodore Hogan's. Yes.
Thank you, Judge. Your Honor, you heard the history, and that's the reason we're asking for a surety bond. Your Honor, on this particular date, on October 6th, officers were patrolling the Ashby MARTA train station, and when they proceeded on the West End escalators, they observed two males that pretty much they bypassed the gates and didn't pay for the $2.50 fare. When the officers reached out to them and said, "Hey, come back here," the males yelled to them an explicative "hell no." And as the officers approached both males with his body-worn camera on, basically they had told him that that if he approached them, that they would he would catch a fade, and this would be an aggravated assault. So they became disorderly. They used obscene language, from calling the officer a
Names. I
names.
read the one. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
names. Thank you. Okay, that I don't care to repeat. And basically made those threats towards the officer. So, Your Honor, so the basis of the state's recommendation for a surety bond has more so to do with the defendant's criminal history. He is currently on probation for aggravated stalking here in Fulton County. He has an extensive history, so we're asking for $500 on each count for a total of a $2,000 surety bond. We're asking that he, at this time, has stay away from all MARTA train stations for at least 90 days and to abide by any active suspensions that he may have. And, Your Honor, that he has no alcohol, drugs, and weapons while out on bond. Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Tamani?
Judge, Mr. Hawkins is 32 years old. He does live at the listed address. He lives with his father. I do have some contact information from his father. Judge, respectfully, we would just be asking for a signature bond in this case. And if Your Honor was not inclined to give a signature bond, we would just ask for a reasonable bond. I have advised him about the no contact provision. I think he understands that well. That's all I have, Judge.
He was just released from jail on August 21st, 2025. Prior to that, this would be his third arrest in 2025. He had an arrest in December of 2024, an arrest in December of 2022, an arrest in August of 2021, an arrest in July of 2021. Did he just miss us, or? On the fare evasion is going to be 500, and the remaining charges are going to be 1,000 each. This is going to be a 3,500 surety bond to have no further contact with the victim and to have to stay away from all MARTA property. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Next court date is October 21st. Mr. Rhodes, what was the name of the alleged victim again?
They were officers, Your Honor. I would have to pull those back up. Give me one moment here.
Just be no violent contact with law enforcement then. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Next case, please.
Next position 2, Mr. Bolton.
Okay. Brian Bolton is accused of battery, family violence, and simple battery from October 6, 2025, case number 25CR 6203C. Mr. Bolton, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Tamani. Any priors?
Third, 2018 ag assault, first offender. That's it.
Ms. McGill?
Yes, Your Honor. We did, myself and the defense did agree to a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1, that he consume no alcohol or drugs while out on bond, that he have no further violent contact with the co-defendant, Ms. Shaquendra Summeror, that he take 2 anger awareness courses while out on bond, Your Honor.
All right, I just signed the consent bond order for Mr. Bolton. So Mr. Bolton, your bond is going to be set at 2,000. It's a signature bond through pretrial services, and you report once a month. It was once a month, right? Level 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You are to have no violent contact with Shaquendra Summerall, no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no shall be consumed, and you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons. While you're reporting to pretrial once a month, you will undertake and complete 2 anger awareness classes. If you get arrested again, if you don't show up in court, or if you violate any of these conditions, your bond will be switched to either a 2,000 cash bond or a surety bond. Thank you. Here you go. This is already done for you. Next case.
Position 4, Mr. Cobb.
This is State Mrs. Terrell Cobb, accused of simple battery, family violence, and criminal trespass causing damage to property from October 6th of this year, 25 CR 6205H. Mr. Cobb, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Tamani. Any priors?
14, on probation out of Douglas County. 3 counts of burglary, 3 counts of theft by receiving, 4 counts possession of a firearm or knife during the commission. Also on probation for sale of marijuana, 3 counts, 2 counts of sale of a Schedule 1 or 2, unlawful of a person participating in criminal street gang. That's 5 counts. 2024 probation, 2017 battery DV conviction, and several probation violations.
I'm sorry, when was the battery DV
It's
conviction?
2017.
Okay.
And this is Cobb, right?
Cobb, C-O-B-B, like the county. Okay. Ms. McGill?
Yes, Your Honor. I know that, presume that you read the warrant, so I'll just go into the recommendation. We are asking for a $2,000 secured bond, $1,000 on each count. We did make contact with the victim in this case, Ms. Shawanda Hall, and I'm not sure if she's online, but at the appropriate time, I'd like to sound for her. She is okay with no further violent contact, so that he can that they can call, but she would like a stay away from the 396 Piedmont Avenue, Atlanta, Georgia address. And again, I'm asking that he consume no alcohol or drugs and possess any weapons while out on bond, Your Honor. Thank you.
So she wants contact, but she doesn't want him anywhere near her home.
Yes, Your Honor, I believe so. I'm quickly rereading the notes to make sure that I got that right.
Okay. Is there, I'm so sorry, I forgot. I didn't write down the name of the alleged victim.
Her name is Shawanda Hall.
Shawanda Hall. Okay, Miss Hall, if you're on Zoom, if you please unmute and start your video. All right, don't have one. Mr. Tamani?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Cobb is 42 years old. Contact with the address shouldn't be an issue in this case. He's told me that he's moved in with his father at 1220 Martinique Court Southwest in Atlanta. He has 2 children that are 17 years old. He's self-employed. He does commercial pressure washing, and he also does auto detailing. He's been doing that for a number of years, but he just, in the past 2 years, actually got his business licensed, and he has his high school diploma. Judge, we would just ask for a reasonable bond in this case.
On the simple battery family violence, that's going to be a $1,000 surety bond. On the criminal trespass causing damage to property, that's going to be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. This is going to be a $3,000 split bond. He's to have no further contact with Shawanda Hall. He's to stay 200 yards away from her and not communicate with her in any way, form, or manner. He's to stay away from 396 Piedmont Avenue, apartment 3025 in Atlanta, Georgia. And he's allowed a one-time visit with a police officer to retrieve his belongings if he has any belongings there. The children he shares, is that with Miss Hall or is that someone else?
Judge, I'm not sure. Maybe he can answer that question.
All right. If he shares any children with Miss Hall, he would need to file a legitimation case in order to get a court-ordered parenting plan in order to see those children if Miss Hall is their mother. Otherwise, that does not apply. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons and firearms. He will also enroll in a domestic violence intervention program, and he must do so within 30 days of being released. I'm not sure if he's completed one before, but this is a 24-week program, and he will attend and complete all classes at his expense. Also, within 30 days, he will come to the clerk's office and confirm that we have his current mailing address, which you said is his father's address, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yep, okay. That concludes the case. His next court date will be October 21st. Oh, and that pretrial is level 1.
You went from 2 to, it's per judge anyway. That's fine.
Did I say 2? I'm so sorry. Okay, level 2, yeah, because of his prior DV conviction.
Right, everything. What's the contact? No further contact or violence?
No further contact and stay away.
Next
Thank
is
you.
9, Mr. Flynn.
Position 9. Andrew Jeffrey Flynn is accused of driving under the influence of alcohol less safe, operating a vehicle without lights as required by law, and possession of an open alcohol container by the driver. This is from October 6, 2025, and his accusation is 25 CR 006-210B. Mr. Flynn, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Brendan Timani. Any priors?
No.
Okay. Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. Our recommendation is for a $3,000 surety bond. That would be, and that would be for the DUI less safe, $1,000 for each of the other citations, the headlights and open container, for a $5,000 surety bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond.
Okay. And Mr. Timani?
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Flynn's 24 years old. He does live at the listed address. This is his first arrest. He works as a staff accountant at Roberts Properties, and he has his bachelor's degree in finance from the University of Alabama. Judge, I'm not exactly sure what the policy is in Fulton County, but just given that this is his first arrest and that he does have a stable address and should be able to come to court, I would be respectfully asking for a signature bond in this case.
All right. On the DUI under the influence of alcohol less safe, that's going to be a $1,500 surety bond. Operating without headlights is going to be $500 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. And possession of an open alcohol container, that's going to be a $1,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. So his total bond is going to be $3,500, and that's going to be a split bond. Once he posts his bond, his next he will report to pretrial once a month. He's not to consume any illegal drugs and no alcoholic beverages and be subject to random screens. No driving unless he has the appropriate driving permit issued by the Department of Driver Services from an ALS hearing. but I believe his license will be suspended within 30 days. So no driving unless he's got the necessary permit. Next court date is October 21st. Next case.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Position 3, Mr. Ventes from ATV.
All right. Good afternoon. This is for the individuals who are at Fulton ACDC. My name is
Your
Judge
Honor,
Law.
excuse me. They did hear their rights at the beginning.
Oh, they were present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All right. That's fine. That's good. Araceli Cervantes is accused of cruelty in the third degree, battery, family violence, and simple battery, family violence from October 6, 2025. Case number is 25 CR 6204Y. Ms. Cervantes, you've been advised of your right to remain silent, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Maureen McLeod. Any priors?
7. Got an open reckless conduct out of Gwinnett. 2019 DUI conviction. 2013 shoplifting first offender. 2012 battery.
DV? Was it a DV
It
case?
just said battery.
Okay. Okay. And you said there's a reckless conduct case in Gwinnett County right now. Okay. Ms. McGill?
Yes, Your Honor. We were willing to agree to a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1, $1,000 on each count for the battery, family violence, simple battery, family violence, and the cruelty to children. That she have no further no further violent contact with Oscar Flores and Rafael Flores, that she consumed no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while out on bond, and that she shall have no further violations of the law, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Timani, are these the terms to which your client has agreed?
Judge, I believe her attorney is Miss McLeod.
Oh, Ms. McLeod, I'm so sorry. It's been one of those days. Okay. Maureen McLeod.
Yes, Your Honor. We are
Okay.
okay with those terms of the recommendation made by the prosecution, Your Honor.
All righty. So Ms. Cervantes, your total bond is going to be, was it is it 1,000 on count 3?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that
Yes.
was missing there. Okay. That's going to be 1,000. Okay. So her total bond is $3,000 through pretrial services. She reports to them once a month. No violent contact with Oscar Flores and Rafael Flores. So she can have communication with them and she can be in the same room as long as there's no physical and verbal altercations. She's not to consume any alcoholic beverages and no illegal drugs. And she's not to own or possess any weapons and firearms. And if she gets arrested again, her bond will be amended to a cash bond or a surety bond. Thank you. And here's
Thank you,
the
Your Honor.
consent order.
Next is position 7, Mr. Ellis.
Ernest Ellis is accused of battery, family violence, and 2 counts of cruelty in the 3rd degree from October 6th of this year, case number 25 CR 6208C. Mr. Ellis, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. McLean. Is that correct? Or Mr. Tamani?
Mr. Tamani.
It will be me, Judge.
Okay. All right. And any
6
priors?
adult. You got an open simple assault trespass. 2024. 24 CR 007 159C. I got a trespass and obstruction. 24 CR 003 429C. 2020 probation. 2019 battery conviction. That's it.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. McGill?
Yes, Your Honor. Given the defendant's more recent simple battery conviction and the open cases for the simple assault and criminal trespass, we are going to ask for a $2,000 secured bond, that he stay away from the 199 Old Homecoming Bridgeway, road, address, excuse me, and that he have no further contact with Cynthia Poole, and that he consume no alcohol or drugs and possess no weapons while out on bond.
Okay. Mr. Tamani?
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Ellis is 23 years old. He's been working for the past 6 months at Home Depot. He's hoping that if he gets out soon, that he'll be able to return to that job. He does live at that listed address with his mother, who's the alleged victim. I do have contact information from her. It seems that I haven't been able to get in contact with her just yet. But if I can get in contact with her, I may see if I can get some information from her as to what she would like. But we would just, Judge, in this case, be asking for a reasonable bond.
And Your Honor, if I could fix her name, her last name is actually Pollos, Poyos, not.
Repeat that again.
Her last name is Pollos.
Her first name?
Cynthia, Cynthia.
All right. So who's Tyler Polos? That's the other victim, and I'm wondering whether that's in the same residence.
Judge, it's my understanding that he also lives with his sister, so that or sisters, so maybe perhaps it's one of them. I'm not sure.
Is Mr. Ellis's mom on Zoom? If anyone of their family wants to contribute to this proceeding? All right, on the battery family violence, that's going to be a 3,500 surety bond. On each count of the cruelty is going to be 750. His total bond is going to be 5,000. This is a surety bond. Next court date is October 21st. He's to have no further contact with Cynthia Polos. He's to stay away from the incident location. He's allowed a visit there. I will let you speak shortly, sir, but you need to listen to the conditions. You're to have no further contact with Cynthia Polos. You're to stay 200 yards away from her and not communicate with her in any way, form, or manner. You're also to stay away from the incident location. You're to update the court with your new address within 30 days of being released. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And we are going to reset your 2 other cases to the next court date, which is October 21st. And those cases are as follows: 24 CR 003429C. And the second case is 24 CR 007159C. Mr. Ellis, you've been advised of your right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. This is your 3rd violent case in less than 2 years. Highly recommend you exercise your 5th Amendment right to remain silent. It's up to you.
I want to put this to the court's knowledge. For the 199 Old Local Bridgeway and the second cases and stuff that was adjourned to y'all, those has been already served time, and I have already put those to trial. On top of it, the 199 home is my main home. I pay rent there, and I live there.
Well, not anymore.
nowhere else to go from here, Your Honor.
You can find somewhere else, but you cannot live in the same location where Cynthia Polis lives.
I understand that, Your Honor, but I am disabled and dyslexic. My mom is my payee. She is my personal helper.
I wish she was here, but she's not here to support you. So right now it's a $5,000 surety bond, and your next court date's October 21st.
Oh, God, please, can you help me out with something different? I have no money right now. I'm 100% broke.
Then we will see you in court on October 21st.
Well, I'm gonna sit here for that long?
That would be correct.
Can we work out something different, Your Honor? Please, right now, like I have.
Deputy, we are done with this case.
Next is position 22, Miss Brittany Thomas.
No. Miss McGill, on Mr. Ellis's case, was it stay away from 199 Old Holcomb Bridgeway?
Yes, Your Honor, 199 Old Holcomb Bridgeway in Roswell.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, Deputy Milton, who do you have?
Position 22,
22,
Miss
thank you.
Brittany Thomas.
Brittany Thomas is accused of theft by taking from September 22nd of this year. Her accusation is 25 CR 006-215A. Ms. Thomas, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. McLeod.
18, she got an open battery. 25 PI 0000290. Got an open case out of Kentucky, disorderly conduct, intoxication in public, resisting officer, possession of marijuana, drug paraphernalia, possession of a controlled substance. This is out of Kentucky. 2022 failure to appear. 2015 FTA, 2013 ag assault conviction. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. In this particular case, our bond recommendation is for a $2,000 surety bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons.
Just 1 second, please. Just 1 second, please. I'm sorry, we just had a mild interference. Okay, sorry about that. Please proceed, Ms. Battle.
Yes, Your Honor, and that she stay away from the location of the Texaco gas station at 1633 Virginia Avenue in College Park.
And that was the surety bond, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor. My client is 35 years old, Your Honor. She is the mother of 3 minor children for whom she is the primary caretaker. She tells me that she's currently unemployed. So, of course, she's not in a position to pay bond. She describes a totally different scenario from the one that's in the warrant, Your Honor, which I don't really want to say on this Zoom hearing. But based on what she tells me, I believe that we probably have a very good case as to why she's not guilty of this particular charge, Your Honor. I understand that she does have some kind of record, but she really is not in a position to pay for bonds. So I'm going to ask the court to consider a signature bond for her, even if it has to be at level 3, so she can get out of jail to go back and take care of her 3 minor children. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Bond is set at 1,500. It is a surety bond. Stay away from the gas station at 1633 Virginia Avenue. I think it's a Texaco. Next court date is October 21st. Yes, please unmute.
What position was that?
This is position 22. Ms. Thomas, you don't qualify for a signature bond based on your FTA and your significant history. And this is a significant amount of funds also that have been allegedly taken. Ms. Thomas, it's not a question of please. I'm just applying the law. You don't qualify for a release bond.
So how much will my bond be if I bond out?
Your bond is set at 1,500 surety. Whoever bonds you out would have to pay between $150 to $200. And please remember to stay away from that Texaco gas station. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next court date is October 21st.
Sorry, if I don't bond out between now and then, will I qualify then?
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying.
If I don't bond out between now and 21st, will I?
I'll see you on the 21st, and at that time, Ms. McLeod will speak with you.
Thank you.
There we go. Courtroom 2, who do we have?
Position number 10.
Okay. Is that Mr. Charmaine Hill?
Yeah.
Accused of criminal trespass from October 7th of this year, case 25 CR 6226C. Mr. Hill, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Tamani. Any priors?
Hold on. Thought I did the notes for Hill. I don't have them with me, but I do know we just had him in court Saturday. He got a $10 cash bond, and so he's back. But he does have now 2 open cases besides this one. That's it.
All right. 25 CR 006-140C is his open case. Mr. Rhodes, do you have a bond recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor. Based on the open cases, Your Honor, we're asking for a $1,000 good bond, that he stay away from 1695 Pryor Road in Atlanta, Georgia, and that if it's possible that he has a social work visit for mental or behavioral health assessment.
Okay.
And I trust you read the warrant, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. As fast as I could, but Mr. Tamani?
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Hill's 37 years old. He does live at the listed address. He told me that he lives with his mother and his father. Judge, we would respectfully just be asking for a signature bond in this case.
All right, bond is set at 1,000. It is a surety bond. Next court date's October. Well, he's got a court date of the 16th. Should I go with that? No, that's next week.
If you want to just add this.
Judge, if you do, we could add on and then track recommendations for both for a global recommendation.
So the 16th then? Because he just bonded out on the prior case that's already scheduled for the 16th. Would that work out for the prosecution?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. That way we
Okay.
can do a global resolution.
All right, so for this new charge is $1,000 surety bond. Next court date is going to be October 16th, and he's to stay 200 yards away from the Tree-Way, TREE-Way Groceries at 1695 Pryor Road in Atlanta, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and thank you.
Who is this judge?
This is Charmaine Hill.
Oh, that's Hill. Okay.
And
I
both
had to step
cases
away.
are reset to October 16.
Okay.
Next, we have position 21. Summer Hour.
Okay. You have a what? Yeah. I think there's a consent bond on this one, right? Summerer?
Yes, Your Honor, we did send one over.
Gee, you just find it. Okay, here she is. Okay. All right, Miss Shikendra Shenquidra Samarar is accused of battery family violence from October 6, 2025, and her case number is 25 CR 006-214C. I understand, Miss Samarar, you've been advised of your right to remain silent. Your attorney is going to be Mr. Tamani, is it?
Judge, I believe this is a conflict case. I
Or is it
represented the
Miss
co-defendant.
McLeod? Oh, that's right.
It's
You
Miss
did
May, Your
represent.
Honor.
Yeah, it's correct. He represented the cross defendant.
That is
And
correct, Your Honor.
Miss McLeod, I understand that the state has agreed to $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1 with no violent contact with Brian Bolton, complete 2 anger awareness classes, to not consume any illegal drugs, alcohol, and to have not possess any weapons and firearms. Would that be correct?
If that is the state's recommendation, Your Honor, we do not have an issue with that.
That's the proposed consent order I've got presented to me.
I was not privy to it, Your Honor, but it sounds acceptable to me.
Well, it's submitted as a proposed consent bond order. So do you have any issues with the terms? It's no violent contact with Brian Bolton. It sort of mirrors the same thing that was with the cross defendant, Brian Bolton.
I do not have an issue with it, Your Honor, simply because, based on what my client tells me, they are siblings, and I believe at the moment both of them reside with their mom. So that probably makes sense, the no violent contact.
Okay, then we'll go with that. Ms. Summerall, you're to report to pretrial services once a month. If you engage in any violent altercations with Brian Bolton, or if you get arrested again for anything else, or if you don't appear in court, this signature bond will be revoked and converted to either a 2,000 cash bond or a surety bond. Understood? Okay, thank you.
Next is position 15, Mr. Marlon Johnson.
Marlon Johnson's accused of 2 counts of abandonment of a dependent child from October 5th, 2025 and August 1st, 2025. Mr. Johnson's case is 25 CR 6211A. He's been advised of his rights and his attorney is Mr. Tavani. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
He has a bench warrant. Should have went to felony as well. I guess yesterday. Wanted out of Cobb County as well. Got an open entering auto theft by taking. It's 25 PI 001-787. Got an open obstruction 23 CR 006-275A. 2018 FTA, 2017 burglary theft by taking conviction. 2017 burglary possession of tools conviction. 2015 burglary conviction and a 2011 simple battery conviction.
The purge amount for the no, this is for I'm just asking Ms. Evans Battle. The purge amount for the October 25th appears to be October 5th, excuse me, it's $524. What's the purge amount for the other one?
Your Honor, we're asking that the purge amount for them remain the same. When she listed both children on the warrant, and that's why there are 2 cases, but the amount is the $524 that's already been set. And particularly in light of Mr. Johnson's circumstances with his open cases, we would just ask that the court set it as an aggregate amount for both cases for $524.
I just want to clarify. So the purge amount for both these charges is a total of $524.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So Mr. Tamani, that's how much you'll have to pay to be released on both these counts.
Understood, Judge.
All right.
So for Mr. Johnson, he's 45 years old. He does have a stable address at 679 South Elizabeth Place, and he does have these other holds. He does do stagehand work. He's been doing that for a local union. And he does have some children that have that live in Atlanta. And I don't think we have any objection to the state's recommendation.
All right. Courtroom 2, please unmute. You've been advised of your right to remain silent. Mr. Johnson, anything you choose to say can and will be used against you. If you waive your right to remain silent, it would be to your detriment. Would you like to exercise your right to remain silent?
No, ma'am, I would like to speak to you for a second, please. Sure.
Okay.
Okay, well, both of these children are, the kids that she's speaking of, one actually was living with me. My daughter was living with me, and she just recently deceased, like within the last month. So I don't understand. Basically, we have two children. Basically, one is 18. My daughter, who was 18 and started college at Georgia State, she was living with me at the time, and then my son, who was living with her. So I'm trying to see, like, I really don't feel as if I owe her anything. I never reached out to her for child support, or I don't really. I just feel like she's just trying to I don't know, give me HELL just for no reason at this point. Like, I'm really suffering and grieving over my child passing away. She kind of just dumped my daughter off on me about 6 months ago, basically put her out the house, and I had to pick up the responsibility of getting her into college and just doing the parental things that I'm obliged to do. As far as child support and anything like that, just as she pushed my daughter on me, she decided to take all of my children out of my life a few years ago. It's just like a game that she's playing.
I'm so sorry. Which child passed away? What was the name?
My daughter, Gabrielle Johnson.
All right. And then this, and I'm so sorry. When did she pass away?
She passed away on September the 5th. Actually, a month.
In September?
She passed away on September the 5th.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, sir, but I'm just looking at the warrant. The warrant was signed by Judge Frazier on August 28th, in which there was a claim that you still owed $524 for child support. Now, if you're claiming that you were looking after the child and you shouldn't have had to pay child support, that is a modification matter that you have to address.
Yes, but well, I had no idea of this situation, but yeah, my daughter was living with me. I just feel as if this girl is crazy. I don't know what else.
Okay, but right now, this is a warrant signed by a magistrate judge, and that's the amount you have to pay. And you've done this in the past, so you understand how this works.
I just wanted to make it clear to the court that it is not an issue of me being irresponsible. And I also still take care of the other child. I just don't pay child support directly for her. I just cash out her money and make sure he has the things that he needs.
Okay. Well, like I said, you definitely have an opportunity to file modification, but right now, that's the warrant and that's the amount.
And how would I file the modification while I'm incarcerated?
Once you are released or from jail, you can file it in the Superior Court of Fulton County.
Okay, but I would just only be responsible to pay $524 one time?
No, sir, this is the amount that you currently owe to be released on this case.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, $524?
I don't know what is your ongoing child support requirements. That's something that you would have to find out from Child Support Services.
Yes, ma'am, but I just want to make sure that just all I need to pay is the $524 to be released.
To be released, correct, and for this case to be closed.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Your next court date is October 21st.
All right.
Next is position 25, Ms. Washington.
Ooh. Is this a consent bond case or not?
Your Honor, we sent the our recommendations out. I did not receive any back.
Okay.
So
So this is Corridra Michelle Washington, accused of battery, family violence from October 6, 2025. Her case number is 25 CR 006217G. Ms. Washington, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Mr. Tamani. Any priors?
Second, 2020 arrest out of Arkansas. It says domestic battering, 3rd degree.
Okay. Ms. Evans Battle?
yes, our recommendation is for a $2,000 surety bond. I'm sorry, signature bond, pretrial services level 1, that she complete 2 anger management or anger awareness. No further contact at this time with Mr. Curtis Brown, other than they need to figure out a third-party transfer for visitation and how that can take place.
All right. Is there a Curtis Brown on Zoom? Did you want to address the court? I don't think.
We were not able to reach him, so I don't know that he would be on the Zoom.
All right. And Mr. Timani, any objection?
Judge, I believe this is Mr. McLean's case.
Oh, whose case? Mr. McLean. Okay. Who's kept rather quiet then? Mr. McLean? Is that your client?
Hi, Your Honor. I was on mute. I was in the corner talking with Mr. Rhodes about there are 4 consent signature bonds that we've worked out on: Trayshawn, Williams, Cassius, Sidney, Kimberly, Please, and Eddie Shorty.
But Washington was not one of them.
Let's see. No, Your Honor.
All right, but do you have any objection to the bond as indicated by Ms. Battle, 2,000 signature bond through pretrial? No contact with Curtis Brown?
We would have no objection, Your Honor.
All right. Then Ms. Brown, excuse me, Ms. Washington, your bond is going to be set at 2,000. It's a signature bond through pretrial services, and that's going to be a level 1 reporting. You're to have no further contact with Curtis Brown. In other words, you're to stay 200 yards away from him and not communicate with him in any way, form, or manner. I wish he was shown up because I don't know what the housing situation is, but presently you would have to stay away from 945 Ashbury Grove in Southwest Atlanta. You can have a one-time visit with a police officer, and if the officer verifies that Mr. Curtis Brown has vacated the premises, then you can return to the property. But if he's still living there, then you'll need to pick up your children and your things and relocate and provide the court with your new address. All right? I'll allow for third-party transfer of the children. Has he legitimated the children?
Legally, yes.
Did he go to court and get a court order saying he's the father of the children?
No.
Okay. So if he has not legitimated the children, then you have sole custody of the children, and whether he sees them or not, that's entirely up to you. But if you allow him to have visitation, please remember all transfers must be through a third party. Okay. Within 30 days of being released on the signature bond, I'm going to require you to enroll in a domestic violence program. This is a series of 24 classes, and I want you to attend and complete all of them at your expense. Understood? It will be a requirement of the pretrial bond, so please make sure you don't put that off to the end. Thank you. Next case,
I've got one more to go.
courtroom 2.
I think we
Two Thomases.
You got it over there. Your Honor, everyone else I have in the quorum is part of the, I guess, consent bond.
Okay, let me see then. Okay. Let's start with Donald Brown. Bill. All right, Donald Brown, and was Donald Brown even on the calendar? I don't see his name there.
No, I don't believe he was on the calendar, Your Honor.
Okay, so
did
this
possess him by-
was with your
Your Honor,
client.
he is my client.
Oh, okay. So it looks like this was a $3,000 UJR for I don't know what the charge is. The consent bond doesn't indicate that. Oh, it's battery. Okay. And you and the prosecutor have agreed to a $3,000 UJR bond. Special conditions is no violent contact, no further contact with Angel Brown, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. And forgive me. I did send the UJR to the public defender. I did not include Ms. McLeod. Ms. McLeod,
Oh.
she is the cross defendant, and I just asked that they have no further contact with each other at this time.
Okay.
My client is fine with no further contact. In fact, he
Okay.
prefers no further contact.
All right.
Yeah.
That works. That works.
Who am I to deny him that? Okay, this is another one, which is Moriana Brown, and this is a consent $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. And this is level 2, and this is for a charge of battery, family violence, cruelty in the third degree, criminal trespass causing damage to property. And the conditions are no further violent contact with Kaina Williams and Keon Brown, no illegal drugs, alcohol, and weapons, and 2 anger awareness classes while reporting to pretrial. Reporting level is level 2. Mr. Tamani, you're listed as counsel for defendant. Would that be correct?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. These are the terms to which you all agree? Okay. Hey, I like this. Can we do more of this stuff? This consent bond orders? Okay. Okay. James Cash, is he on the calendar? No, he's not. And this was a $3,000 signature bond for pretrial level 1. He's got one charge of battery, family violence. And the state and defense through Mr. Timani have agreed that Mr. Cash will receive, what's the bond? Oh, $3,000 signature bond through pretrial, a level 1, and no further violent contact with Joshua Colum, no illegal drugs and alcohol and weapons, and to begin his domestic violence cases within, I'm going to put down within 30 days of this order.
And Mr. Tamani, that will go towards a diversion offer.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes.
I'll make a note of that.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, the next consent order I have is Jeffrey Dallas. Okay, he's also not on the calendar. This is a charge of forgery in the 4th degree and conspiracy to commit a misdemeanor. It's been agreed between state and defense counsel for a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1, and to have no further contact with Anthony Dean and stay away from the PNC Bank. And who's counsel for Mr. Jeffrey Dallas?
That would be me, Judge.
All right, Mr. Tamani.
So, let me give you his history, because it should not be level 1 if given the signature bond at all. He's on probation out of Troup County, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, participation in criminal street gang, burglary, another participation in criminal street gang, 2023 parole violation, 2023 probation.
Well, this is an agreement between the state and defense counsel.
Well, I know, but I
And
was just letting you know because you
I
can deny it.
understand.
That's why I was asking. But
Mr. Rhodes, do you want to, I assume that you've been privy to his GCIC.
Your Honor, that was my case. I am
McGill?
privy to his GCIC. It's just that given the facts of the case, he wasn't mentioned that much in the warrant. The other two parties were. And
Okay.
I thought it was fair. He got basically the same thing as the other two defendants.
Okay, no problem. I will agree to that and is signed off. Attorney Dix is position number 6, accused of battery, family violence. And who represents Mr. Dix?
That's me, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Kimani. I see an individual seated in courtroom 2. Is that someone whose bond has not been addressed? No? Okay. All
You
right.
didn't hear the bond. It was 3,000, right? Signature bond.
Who is that? Who is the gentleman who was seated in that chair?
That was Mr. Dallas.
Oh, Dallas? Okay. Yeah, he received the signature bond. But Tierney Dix is position 6 on the calendar, and he's charged with battery, family violence from October 5th, 2025. The state and the defense have agreed to a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial. And I'm going to make that. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
I stepped away. Who are we on?
Position 6, Tierney Dix.
5 on probation out of Gwinnett for shoplifting. 2025 probation. 2018 simple battery PTR.
Okay. I'll agree to level 1. And no further violent contact with Vincent Williams, no illegal drugs, alcohol, and weapons. Okay,
And,
that's all.
and Judge, I don't mean to interrupt, but I do believe that Ms. Dix was with the Atlanta Detention Center, and I do not see them unless that's her.
No, she's at ACDC, but I'll call over there and let them know.
Okay, okay.
And Your Honor, I have a client who was not addressed. I don't know if we're at the end of the calendar.
I'm just going through
Genovia
this
Gates.
stack. I'm just going through this big stack of consent orders. From what I understand, almost everyone's received consent orders. So when we come across to yours, if you disagree, let me know. This is Shakoya Duncan. Who represents Shakoya Duncan? Mr.
Wasn't
McLean?
Duncan released?
No.
Duncan on the pull sheet.
Shakoya Duncan's not on the calendar. Charged with a 1 count of reckless conduct. Ms. McGill, with whom did you come to an agreement for a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial, level 1?
Your
Judge,
Honor,
look Duncan up, please. I think Duncan was released yesterday. And she was on pretrial anyway, so if she was here, it would be surrendered. So she wouldn't be going anywhere. But I think she was released yesterday. That's for the reckless conduct?
Yes.
Yeah, you got to look it up. I think she was released, though.
Okay, I'll look that up. Next position I have is Samaj Farrell. Is this person's also not on the calendar?
She's not. She's in the courtroom.
She's in court? Okay. And who's counsel for Ms. Farrell?
That would be me, Judge.
All right, sir.
And that would be my consent bond.
All right. All right, so this is Mr. Timani, and this is, she's got a $4,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1, which means that she reports to pretrial once a month. She's got a charge of criminal trespass, damage to property, willful obstruction, 3 counts. Mr. Rhodes, this consent order is drafted as pretrial services level 1. All right, Mr. Tamani, is that your understanding?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so in the bond breakdown, you've got it as a UJR.
Oh, let me apologize. I think
I just want to confirm because I'm going to change it.
No, please change it to signature bond level 1 because obstruction would not qualify for UJR, so I did switch it.
Okay. All right, and Miss Farrell, she would have to have no violent contact with Javier Kelly and stay away from 4120 Fulton Industrial Boulevard. Okay. Thank you. Next position I have is Gates. Person's not on the calendar. Noviana Gates. Who's representing?
That's my client, Your Honor.
All right. Well, I don't know if I'm giving you good news, Miss McLeod, but Miss Gates is in the courtroom, I gather. That's your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. The state has agreed to a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1, for one charge of forgery in the 4th degree and conspiracy to commit a misdemeanor. So it's $1,000 on each count. It's a signature bond through pretrial. That was level 1. Okay. No
Thank
further
you.
contact with Anthony Dean and stay away from the PNC Bank. Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Your Honor, that concludes my business before the court today. May I be excused?
Yes, Ms. McLeod. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
All right, moving on. I have Betty Jo Hunt, who's not on the calendar. Who's representing Miss Hunt?
That will be me, Judge.
All right. Okay, some of the bond orders didn't have the PD's name on it, so that's why I have to keep asking. Sorry about that. But Miss Hunt is charged with fair evasion and criminal trespass. And the state has agreed to a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1, $1,000 on each count, and to stay away from all model property until November 28th, 2025. Are these the terms to which your clients agreed, Mr. Tamani?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Can you send it through the jail?
Yeah. This is for Betty Hunt, right, Mr. Howard?
Yes, I got 57 cycles. This history is atrocious.
I know, but the state, I'm sure, has already reviewed all that. So moving on to
Your Honor, what was her bond?
$2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Stay away from all model property. And if she gets arrested again, the next time she comes back to jail, please bring $2,000 with you because that signature bond will be revoked.
Can you make it level 2 or 3?
No, we'll keep it level 1.
My God.
Next one is Brittany Jean Baptiste. Right, that person's also not on the calendar. Brittany Jean Baptiste is charged with criminal trespass, and the State and Defense Counsel, is that Mr. Timani?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Have agreed that Ms. Jean Baptiste receives a signature bond through pretrial level 1. It's a $2,000 signature bond, and she will report to pretrial services once a month. She's to have no contact with Mikhail Coleman, Monique Coleman, and Makey Coleman. Stay away from all the Colemans. Stay away from the South River Apartments Complex at 925 Conley Road in Southeast Atlanta, Georgia. She's to stay away from the entire apartment complex. Please
Your Honor.
unmute. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I specified the apartment number, apartment G2, in the order because she does live at the apartment
Cool.
complex. And I do know that Miss Monique Coleman and maybe possibly her two sons are online and would like to speak.
Okay. Where does she live? Miss Jean-Baptiste?
Judge, she lives in the apartment complex, but she lives in a separate apartment. When I was speaking with her, she did advise me that there are multiple ways to get to her apartment door. And one of those ways, she wouldn't have to pass by the alleged victim's apartment.
All right.
So,
The Colemans, if you're on Zoom, this is your moment to start your video and unmute. All right. Yes, ma'am. What's your name, please?
My name is Monique Coleman, and this is my son, Mikhail
Okay.
Coleman.
Hello, hello. All right. And who would like to speak?
I like to speak.
All right. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge? Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
What would you like to tell us?
Oh, um, I was terrified when it happened because it happened yesterday afternoon. As soon as I got off of work, I was hearing a loud banging noise.
Mm-hmm.
I heard like, cause like our neighbors is kind of noisy, so I'm assuming it was upstairs, but it happened again in succession, and I went and checked, and I seen that Brittany.
What is terrifying about it? What's the
I guess
terrifying part?
she kicked our door in,
And then?
and then I went outside and seen that she was out there. She was making threats, saying
She kicked the
something
door
about-
and then did she enter the property?
No, ma'am, she didn't. She
Did she
kicked the
put her
door.
hands on either one of you?
No, ma'am, she didn't.
So she damaged the door.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And do you think she'll come back?
I'm not sure. I'm
Okay.
kind of afraid that she might, to be honest with you.
Understood. And you know you can go to Superior Court and get a protective, not get, but you can apply for a protective order. And if you prevail, then a restraining order could also be issued.
Okay.
All right. Now, unmute courtroom 2. Ms. Jean-Baptiste, you now qualify for a signature bond. You also have a Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Anything you say about the case can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. What that means is that right now, the state has agreed to give you a release bond. But if you say anything that I find is adverse to the victim, I can revoke this bond.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm able to go back to my apartment.
Well, this is what you're going to do. You're to have no further contact with Mikkel, Monique, and Makey Coleman, and you're to stay away from apartment G2. Anytime you can return to your particular apartment unit, but if they are outside of their apartment and walking around, you have to remain in your apartment.
Okay.
You cannot be out walking around at the same time. If they are on the road and you're driving your car, you are to immediately and in reasonable manner leave the premises, or make sure you go park your car and go straight into your apartment. You're not to have any eye contact with them. You're not to say anything to them. You're not even to address them in any way, form, or manner. And if you're seen anywhere near apartment G2, all they have to do is call the cops and you'll be back in jail. Okay. So did you understand that, Ms. Coleman and Mr. Coleman? I guess I hope they did. All right.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Okay, next person I'm addressing is Simeon Leachman. Did I already address that?
Yes.
Yeah, there was a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1, correct? With 2 anger awareness classes. Okay. Okay, and this is Mr. Chung Lee's case, right?
Yes, private lawyer.
Yeah. Okay. And the other one I had is Kimberly Ann Plessy. Please.
It's pronounced please, Your Honor, that's
Please, okay,
that's one of the group of four that I mentioned that we're doing a consent signature bond. And we'll give her a copy of the conditions in writing.
that was Please and Eddie Shorty and Thomas. And who was the fourth one?
There was Please, Shorty, last name Sydney, and last name Williams, Trayshawn Williams. And Your Honor,
Troy Sidney?
Cassius, Sydney, Eddie Shorty, Miss Please, and Trayshawn Williams, correct.
Okay, so look like all of them received a, so for Please, she was charged with criminal trespass, willful obstruction, 2 counts, and theft by shoplifting, correct? 1, 2, 3, I've got 4 warrants.
We'll look at the calendar. We're not.
Okay, and she received a $4,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. She's to refrain from making unnecessary 911 calls and from using profane and abusive language towards law enforcement. Gee, I wish I could put that bond requirement in all my bond orders. Okay. And then she's not to consume any illegal drugs, no alcohol, and not own or possess any firearms. She also should have a social worker visit. And is that what y'all agreed to, Mr. McLean?
Yes, Your Honor. The thing is, with the signature bond, she'll be out tonight. Today is Wednesday. Starting at 9 o'clock in the morning, she could come to our office and ask to speak to one of our social workers that may be available.
Okay, so defendant shall have a social work, shall make an appointment.
Right. Now, she could make that appointment by phone. I'll provide her with the phone number, but on an expeditious manner, within the next week, I'm sure she'll speak to one of our social
Okay.
workers.
With the PD's office within 60 days of this order.
And Mr. McLean, I did just send you the, I emailed on Plessy and Shorty.
Very good.
Thank you.
All right. So are we good with those terms?
We are.
All right. So make sure she comes to your office within 60 days and has a social worker visit. All right. The other one was Eddie Shorty, and Eddie Shorty also has a $4,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. And the charges are also criminal trespass, 2 counts of obstruction. Actually, it's 3 counts of obstruction, and then theft by shoplifting. 1, 2, 3. Is it 5 counts? No, it's 2 counts, excuse me. All right. And so the total is $4,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Again, do not make unnecessary 911 calls. Do not use profane language with law enforcement. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons and firearms while on bond. And to also make an appointment for a social worker visit within 60 days.
And the address and the suite number.
Okay.
But I'm sure, I didn't put the phone number on there, but she can figure that out too.
We good?
Good.
Okay.
Position number 5 at ACDC, Ms. Compton.
Miss Thompson?
Compton, Compton.
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 Okay. And that's not a consent bond order, right? Okay, Milton, I'll be right with you in 1 minute. Mr. McLean, are you still there? You have Cassius Troy Sidney, who has a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1 for simple assault, family violence. And he'll report to pretrial once a month. No violent contact with Tashara Sydney, and no illegal drugs, alcohol, and weapons, and to complete 3 anger awareness classes. Is that correct, Mr. McLean?
Yes, Your Honor. What was the contact level there?
Repeat?
What was that contact level?
No further violent contact.
Thank you.
And then the 4th case you mentioned is Nadeshka Thomas,
That's correct.
and that's a total of a $3,000 signature bond for pretrial level 1, and that's for simple battery family violence. And is that correct?
I'm sorry, I was confused a bit. The 4 cases I mentioned did not include Ms. Thomas. However, I am open to hearing what's going on.
Is that your client though, McLean? Sorry, Ms. Thomas, Mr. McLean?
Thomas is my client, but she
Okay.
wasn't one of the 4. I was looking at names.
All right. Nadeshka Thomas, as I said, has got a $3,000 signature bond for pretrial level 1. No further violent contact with London Marble. 3 anger awareness classes to comply with defects investigation and to engage with a safety plan with defects. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons while on bond. Correct?
Ms. Thomas, do you understand the conditions?
Is that cruelty in the second still open from this year?
I've only got a simple battery family violence.
It looked, I had a question about it as well because it looked like it was open. To me, I know that this is the same victim. That's why it's my understanding that she, and correct me if I'm wrong, that she may be in defects custody.
But have you charged her with cruelty in the 3rd degree? But that has to be, that y'all haven't accused the case. No, you have. So this has to be null prost. Ms. Evans Battle?
What will have to be null prost? That's the prior case?
Okay, I'm going to come back to Ms. Thomas. Give me a minute.
Thank you, Judge.
Corderia Washington, did we already address her?
I believe we did. Yes, we did.
You did, Judge.
Cordera, Washington, yes.
Yeah, she received a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. No further contact with Curtis Brown. Y'all had her doing a 2 anger awareness classes. I ordered her to do an FVIP.
That's correct.
Okay. We already have the bond order for that, right? For Miss Washington? Yeah, then I don't need to do this one. This one's out. Okay. And then LaQuincy Wilson, is she on the calendar? Or is she LaQuincy Wilson? Okay. Is that Mr. Wilson with Mr. McLean? Mr. McLean, is that your client?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Tamani, is that your client?
No, Your Honor, he was conflict and he would have been a conflict too, but there was no conflict to lawyer.
Okay. Miss, is it Mr. Jordan? Or Miss Strong? We'll need to appoint Dennis Murphy.
For which position, Judge? I'm sorry.
This is not on the calendar. This is, well, I'm confused. State, who did you agree with for this consent order?
Your Honor, we did send the consent order to the public defender's office. I'm assuming that he would get counsel through the public defender's office, but I understand now because the public defender's office has one of the conflicts and Mr. Bamani has another.
Right, so I'm putting that aside right now.
Okay.
Treshawn Dwayne Williams.
I
This
have Trayshawn Williams. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and let me write that down, Mr. McLean. Mr. Treshawn Dwayne Williams is accused of fair evasion and criminal trespass. And the state has agreed to a $1,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. He's to stay away from the MARTA station at 5 Points, which is 30 Alabama Street, Atlanta, Georgia. He's to comply with the permanent suspension issued by MARTA. In other words, for the rest of his life, he cannot go to any MARTA station, he cannot use any MARTA trains, and no MARTA buses or any other facilities, including their bathrooms and their parking lots. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. And are these the terms to which you've agreed, Mr. McLean?
Your Honor, yes, the permanent ban on MARTA, I believe they do have a process. So we'll leave that up to MARTA if that's okay.
Well, right now it's a permanent ban, so he cannot return to any property. If he prevails with any kind of appeal with MARTA, well, all the best to him. Okay. So there are a couple more that I've not addressed. I'm going to put those aside for now and address ACDC. Is there anyone else I've not addressed in your location?
Yes, position 5, Ms. Compton, and we got to go back to position 23, Ms. Nadasha.
Okay. All right, Letitia Compton, position 5, is accused of battery, family violence, and cruelty in the 3rd degree from September 22nd, 2025. Ms. Compton, your case number is 25 CR 6206B. You've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Tamani. Any priors on Ms. Compton? Mr. Howard?
7. 2012 battery DV simple assault conviction. 2012 simple battery disorderly conduct conviction. 2009 simple battery simple assault disorderly conduct conviction.
Okay. Ms. McGill, what's your recommendation?
The recommendation is a $3,000 secured bond that she stay away from Miss Randall. I will get her first name for you, Your Honor, and that she stay away from the incident location. I apologize, I should have written that down. That she consume no alcohol or drugs while out on bond. And that she take an anger awareness course, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Tamani?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Compton is 45 years old. She has been living at the listed address for the past 9 years. It's my understanding that the date of incident was October 27th, or October 22nd. So this did happen over a month ago.
Oh, you mean September?
Or October, or sorry, August. It's been a long day. August 22nd. And Ms. Compton has advised me that the alleged victim, her daughter, has moved out and now lives with her boyfriend's mother. So, Ms. Compton has been living at this address for 9 years. Her daughter no longer lives there. As a respect to the contact, I don't think we would have any issues with her having contact with her daughter, but we would be respectfully asking that she be allowed to return to her home address. She has advised me that she won't be able to afford any bond. Her only source of income at this point is that she tells me that she takes care of her landlord's children and that she gets paid doing that. I do understand those priors, Judge, but we would just respectfully ask in this case for a signature bond, maybe with some higher level of supervision.
Is Sonata Randall here? Sonata Randall? Okay. On the battery family violence, it's going to be $2,500. The cruelty is going to be $1,500. This is going to be a $4,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. She's to have no further contact with Sonata Randall and with Sonata Randall's children and so forth. So I understand that one of the grandchildren was involved in this particular matter. So no further contact with that child either. To not consume any illegal drugs, no alcohol, and not own or possess any firearms. She will report to pretrial services twice a month, and she will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program within 30 days of being released on this bond. She will attend all 24 classes and not miss or skip any of the classes and pay for those classes out of her own pocket. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons, no firearms. The next court date will be sent to her current address. Thank you. Deputy Milton, do you have anyone else in ACDC?
The last one, Miss Renita Lowe. She is medical reset for tomorrow.
What position number is that? Oh, Renita Lowe, position 17. So that's a medical reset?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so we will address her on the 10th? Okay, so it'll be October 10th, this Friday.
Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right.
Well,
No one,
you got a signature bond, young lady. Okay, you're welcome. Miss Thomas,
Ms. Thomas.
3. Nadashka.
Yeah. Brittany Thomas or Nadeshka Naomi Thomas? Okay, let me get to that case. Okay. Who spoke with Miss Nadeshka Thomas?
I did, Your Honor.
This was Mr. Oh, this was Miss McLeod. Oh, this is Miss Tamani, Mr. Tamani, right? Okay. Oh, no, Mr. McLean, sorry. Okay. So Miss Thomas, she's charged with simple battery family violence. So there's only one charge against her.
Correct.
And the state has agreed to a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1.
Yes.
She's to have no violent contact with London Marble.
Right.
That means she can communicate on and be in the same room, but there cannot be any physical or verbal altercations. She's to also report to pretrial once a month and complete 3 anger awareness classes through pretrial. She's also to comply with defects with any of the investigation and comply with any safety plan that's established by defects. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And her next court date will be sent to her current address.
Very good.
All right. Deputy Milton, anything else?
That's it, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, that was a consent bond. All right, so we had a couple that were still up in the air. LaQuincy Wilson, this case is not accused. Accused of forgery in the 4th degree and conspiracy to commit a misdemeanor. Looks like it's a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Who represents Wilson? Is this a conflict case?
Conflict 2.
Okay. Well, this is a recommendation from the state, correct? All right. So I'm just going to remove the word consent. We're going to have to appoint Dennis Murphy to represent LaQuincy Wilson. Hopefully, is that LaQuincy Wilson in the courtroom 2?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Wilson, I'm going to appoint Dennis Murphy. So you might want to check with the Public Defender's Office on how to reach him, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And right now you're going to receive a signature bond, which is $2,000, and you report to pretrial once a month.
Yes, ma'am.
You'd have no contact with Anthony Dean, stay 200 yards away from him, and do not return to the PNC Bank at 75th Street in Northwest Atlanta. If you violate any of these conditions, you'll be back in jail and your bond will be changed to either a surety bond or a cash bond. Understood?
No.
And please understand that if you get arrested again, this bond will be revoked.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Make sure you give us a good address and you'll get your summons in the mail.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do we have a Shakoya Duncan? Who represents Shakoya Duncan?
She bonded out.
Okay. And then, so this bond order is not applicable since she posted bond. What a pity. Okay. All right, folks, if I come across a consent, okay, courtroom 2, have we addressed everyone in the courtroom?
Yes, ma'am. Did you have to go back to Mr. Shorty, Eddie?
Okay, Eddie, all right. Miss Valerie Jordan, I'll address you very shortly. Please hold. All right, Eddie,
Thank you,
Eddie,
Judge.
Eddie. Eddie, I'm sorry. What position is that case?
He didn't have a position. He was part of the consent, but I believe that someone said they had to go back to his case.
No, I think we granted his bond.
Is that Eddie Shorty?
Yes.
Eddie
Is that-
Shorty?
That is the one that Mr. McLean did agree to. He thought we addressed him.
Yes, who's that? Shorty. Yes, I think.
Yeah, he received a signature bond through pretrial.
Right.
Anyone else? Okay, so on the add-on calendar, from which we got no consent orders, position 1 was a $10 cash bond, reset October 21st. Position 2 is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2. And position 3 was a $1,000 surety bond, reset to October 21st, along with this other open case. On the main C calendar, position number 1, Antoine Barbary, we never addressed that case. Is this a reset?
That's a waiver, Your Honor.
That's a waiver.
All right. And Mr. Antoine Barbary is accused of violation of certain acts or rules at a bus, rail, or station, criminal trespass, and public indecency from October 6, 2025, case 25 CR 6202D. Mr. Howard, any priors on Mr. Barbary?
18. He had an open battery in public transit vehicle or station. It's 22 CR 001 706D. 2025 failure to appear. 2015 shoplifting NOLO.
Okay. And Ms. McGill, what's your recommendation for Mr. Barbary?
Yes, Your Honor. It's going to be a $3,000 secured bond, that he stay away from all MARTA locations consistent with the ban, but if that does not that ban goes away, then we ask that he stay away from the specific MARTA in Midtown, located 41 10th Street, Northeast Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, all right. Looks like he just took a plea in the other case, battery at a public transit vehicle station on September 30th, 2025. Well, he came back 8 days later. All right, Mr. McLean?
Your Honor, this is a situation where he waived his presence. And I would state to the court that he's a high school graduate. And I've got an emergency number for him, so he's got contacts. I can't claim necessarily their Atlanta contacts, but we will attempt to contact his family. He just asked the court to set what it feels is a fair bond as low.
Okay. On count 1 is going to be 500 surety. Count 2 is going to be 500 surety. And count 3 is going to be a 1,000 surety. His total bond is a $2,000 surety bond. Stay away from all MARTA property until further order of the court. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons and firearms. Next court date is October 21st. So that was for position 1. Position 2 was a $2,000 signature bond for pretrial level 1. Position 3 was a signature bond for pretrial pursuant to a consent order, correct?
Total 3,000.
3,000 signature bond, okay. Position 4, Cobb, is a $3,000 split bond. Next court date is October 21st. Compton is a consent order for a $4,000 signature bond for pretrial level 2. 6, Tierney Dix, that was a consent order too? I'm sorry, folks, I didn't write down the consent order terms. So if anybody wants to chime in, that would be good.
Give me one moment, Judge. I'm not sure if she had one, a consent order.
I looked at what I have.
I apologize. I thought that I sent that.
You did, I just didn't make a notation. So if it's a
Okay,
consent.
so it was a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1, to have no further violent
Oh,
contact with Vincent
That's all
Williams.
that's all I needed, level 1. We're just going over the calendar. Position 7, Ellis is a $5,000 surety bond, reset date October 21st. Lillian Fleming, we didn't address that. Did we?
No, Your Honor, she's gonna be a medical reset. She's on SOS.
Okay. Case is reset to October 10th. Position 9, Andrew Flynn is a 3,500 split bond. Reset date is October 21st. 10 Hill is a $1,000 surety bond. Reset October 16th. 11 Hogan's is a 3,500 surety bond. Reset October 21st.
Your Honor, let me add, what's the breakdown on 11 again?
On 11 Hogan's,
Yes.
500, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000.
Thank you.
12 Johnson's a 3,000 signature bond for pretrial level 2. Same defendant, position 13's 1,000 signature bond for pretrial level 2. And 14's a 1,000 signature bond for pretrial level 2. Same defendant. 15 Marlon Johnson is a $524 purge amount for both of these charges. For 16 Leachman's a 2,000 signature bond for pretrial level 1. 17 Low is a medical reset to October 10. 18 Shaid McMullen. What are we doing?
Oh, that's a waiver, Your Honor. I do have a local family number, and I could tell the court that in the past he's worked in the warehouse. But his situation is fraught with some problems, and he would like to ask the court to simply set a fair bond and hope for the best.
All right. Mr. Howard, any priors on position 18, Shaid McMullen?
26. 2023 simple battery conviction. 23 failure to appear. 2021 simple battery conviction. 2018 simple battery against police conviction. 2018 terrorist threats conviction. 2017 battery DV NOLO.
Okay.
Could you indulge me for just a second? I think McMullen was the subject of an email from Paul Bartels to myself. I just need to double check that.
Okay, let me just hear from Miss Evans Battle first. Miss Evans Battle, do you have a recommendation?
Recommendation is $1,000 surety as to each count. No alcohol, drugs, or weapon while out on bond.
All right, just waiting on Mr. McLean. Please hold.
That makes sense. Your Honor, I was mistaken in thinking about the last name. That was about somebody else.
Okay. Miss Evans Battle has recommended $1,000 surety bond for each count, and I'm going to adopt that. This will be a $2,000 surety bond. Next court date is October 21st. No violent contact with law enforcement, no illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Position 19, Kenneth Pack.
He's gonna be a reset behavior.
Okay, this is going to be a behavior reset to October 10th at 2 p.m. Position 20, Darian Shaw.
It's a waiver, Your Honor.
All right, who represents Darian Shaw?
Let's see, I talked to him. Oh, that's the Union City person. Yes, Your Honor. I did talk to him on the telephone from the South Annex and interviewed him. He got a felony, he's got a felony situation where he has no bond. And as a practical matter, the misdemeanor bond today would be pretty much moot. He asked the court to set up their bond.
What was the bond recommendation on the electronic warrant? Ms. Battle? I'm sorry, please unmute.
Yes, Your Honor. The recommendation is for a $3,000 surety. No further contact with Trayvon Ferdinand. Stay away from the incident location.
And what's the incident location?
It is 2500 Center Street Northwest.
And Mr. Howard, we're doing this a little bit out of sequence. What is his recent priors?
Second, we got an open obstruction, terrorist threats, 3 counts. 3 counts of simple battery against police. 25 PI 003135. And those open felony charges are CWAC cases.
Okay, got it. I'm going to keep the bond at 3,000. It is a surety bond. No contact with Trayvon Ferdinand and stay away from 2500 Center Street in Northwest Atlanta. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Next court date is October 21st.
How are you spelling his last name?
Whose name? Ferdinand? Ferdinand. Ms. Bridgewater, you should watch more Disney movies. Okay. All right. 21 Summerall, that was a consent order. Would that be correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Position 22, Brittany Thomas. This is a 1,500 surety bond. Surety bond reset to October 21st. Position 23, Nadeshka Thomas. That was a consent order. Position 24, Mario Walker. And that was a $55 cash bond only, reset to October 21st. Position 25, Koderidria, well, it's Michelle Washington, and it's a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1, except that I'm requiring an FBIP instead of AA classes. Kamar Wiley, and that's a $1,500 surety bond, reset date to October 21st, 500 yards away from 735 Bellamede Avenue. 27 Williams is a 2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Are there any matters that we've not addressed on the calendar?
I do have a question on 18. Was that a surety bond?
18. 18 was a $2,000 surety bond, reset October 21st. Yeah. Just one question with regards to pretrial services and the consent bond orders. Is Mr. Rhodes available?
I do have, I have 2 cases, Judge, as well.
Okay. So Mr. Rhodes, I have Miss Valerie Jordan with me in the courtroom. The issue with issuing a consent bond order before the case is even accused, pretrial won't have access to those bond orders until they are filed with records. And correct me if I'm wrong, Ms. Jordan, and then by the time you get it and interview the client.
Supervision has to do some pre-work before they show up. And so we usually give that to them like the night before so that they can get set up. So we could be notified of those. So that our records will be straight because we won't have any records. And so we need to be able to, get our records straight and get everything set up for orientation and get them assigned to people.
Fair enough. So essentially the people that I did not include pretrial services. Forgive me. This is the first time I've tried it. So I included the public defender's office and the clerk's office. But if we were to include y'all on the email in the morning when we send them, would that help?
That would help a lot.
Okay. And would that be Mr. Howard or who I know
I'm gonna send you the email, the link.
Okay, I appreciate that.
It's gonna be court services. I'll send it.
All right, I'll
Yeah.
make sure and include that on, we'll make sure and include that as the group of, and also the conflict attorneys.
Thank you. That would help a great deal.
But keep in mind, these proposed consent bond orders are not signed until
Until they come
they're
through.
addressed. So if